Your reality isn't something you passively observe. It is a dynamic performance, a constant recital echoing back the script you unconsciously hold. Every repeating pattern, every frustrating synchronicity, every moment of déjà vu you've ever experienced wasn't a random hiccup in the universe. It was a direct reflection, a meticulously staged replay of your deepest, often unexamined, instructions. You are not a spectator here, you are the lead performer and the conductor, whether you know it or not. Every scene, every character, every outcome that unfolds around you is drawn from an internal score. This isn't coincidence, it is collapse. Your world responds not to what you wish for, but to what your observer truly expects in the silent language of belief. You felt this loop but never named it. And before we dive deeper, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. These revelations aren't random, and if this video found you, it was meant to. Now let's begin. The quantum lens isn't a metaphor, it's the mechanism. What you consistently expect, what you hold as undeniable truth in your silent inner world, is precisely what collapses into existence around you. This isn't about positive thinking, it's about the deep energetic contracts your subconscious has signed. You don't attract what you want, you attract what your internal observer believes is possible, inevitable even. Think of it as a camera lens inside your mind, constantly focusing and refining, pulling particles from the field of infinite possibility into solid form. If your lens is fixed on lack, on struggle, on the impossibility of change, then that is the precise reality that will solidify and present itself. This lens does not judge, it simply manifests the clarity of your expectation. The world out there mirrors the clarity of your intention inside, echoing precisely what you deem real. Your repeated failures were never accidents, they were echoes of an old identity still rendering. But what happens when that identity finally collapses? Next, we face the truth of reticular activation, the editor behind the loop. The reticular activating system, your RAS, isn't just a filter, it's a tireless editor, meticulously crafting your personal narrative. It sifts through the infinite sensory data bombarding you, deleting everything that doesn't align with your existing beliefs and self-image. What you perceive as reality isn't everything that's there, it's only what your RAS deems relevant to your current story. This internal editor dictates what you see, what you hear, what opportunities appear, and what problems persist. If your internal script says, "I'm always struggling with money," your RAS will highlight every piece of evidence supporting that story and delete every counterexample. You literally cannot see what doesn't fit the existing narrative. It's why two people can walk through the exact same environment and perceive entirely different worlds. Your reality isn't objective. It's a highly curated, deeply personalized stream directed by this hidden editor. This constant editing creates the loops you feel trapped in, reinforcing the old story. This editor is not malicious. It is fiercely loyal to the identity it serves. But what happens when that identity itself is a glitch, a misremembered program? Next, we uncover the identity glitch, memory, self-image, and reality rendering. Your identity isn't just a label. It's the master program dictating your reality's rendering. It's built on a complex architecture of memories, self-perceptions, and the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. When these core components are out of sync with your desired reality, the entire system glitches. This glitch manifests as a conflict between the truth of who you want to be and the deeply ingrained memory of who you believe you are. Your self-image, formed over years, acts as a powerful anchor, pulling you back to familiar patterns even when you consciously try to shift. It's why change feels so hard. The universe isn't resisting you. Your own internal rendering engine is overriding your new instructions with its old, familiar code. The reality you experience is merely a projection of this identity, complete with its flaws, limitations, and unexamined assumptions. It's not out there, it's in here, flickering like an old film projector. Your current self-image isn't a fixed state, it's a persistent rendering, a holographic projection from your subconscious. But what happens when that projection conflicts with the powerful force of your directed mental focus? Next, we discover how your attention is a scriptwriter. Your attention isn't just a faculty. It's a powerful scriptwriter, actively drafting your next scene, your next dialogue, your next reality. What you consistently place your mental focus upon, what you invest your thoughts and emotions into, becomes the detailed blueprint for the universe to build from. This isn't passive observation, it's active creation. Every thought you entertain, every emotion you dwell on, every scenario you play out in your mind, these are all lines of dialogue, stage directions, and character motivations being fed into the universal projection system. The more focused and sustained your attention, the more vivid and detailed the script becomes, increasing its likelihood of manifesting. You're constantly writing, even when you're not aware of it. The narratives of fear, worry, or limitation are scripts just as much as those of success and abundance. The universe doesn't judge the content, it simply renders the story. It pulls from your focused attention, turning abstract thoughts into tangible experiences. So when your reality consistently repeats the same loops, it's not arbitrary. It's a faithful performance of your most consistently held internal scripts. But what if there are subtle ways to disrupt this scripting, to introduce new scenes? Next, we investigate microfractures in the matrix, testing attention shifts. The matrix of your perceived reality isn't as solid as it seems. It's filled with microfractures, tiny fissures where the underlying code can be glimpsed, where small, intentional shifts in attention can create ripple effects. These aren't grand miracles, they are subtle, observable deviations from the norm. Think of them as glitches in the established program. You intentionally focus on something you usually ignore, a positive detail, a new possibility, a counter-narrative to your old story. Even for a brief moment, you force your attention to hold a different script, and in that fleeting focus, a new potential is introduced. These microfractures might appear as unexpected synchronicity, a new opportunity, or a feeling of hope that wasn't there before. They are the universe testing your new script, offering a glimpse of what's possible if you sustain the change. They are proof that your attention is not trapped. These small shifts aren't meant to instantly change your entire world, but to provide undeniable feedback that your perception holds immense power. But why does this power often feel delayed, as if reality isn't keeping up? Next, we explore the perceptual lag, why reality seems to ignore your shift. There's a subtle perceptual lag, a temporal delay between your internal shift and its full manifestation in your external reality. It's why conscious changes in attention don't always yield immediate, dramatic results, leading to frustration and doubt. This lag isn't reality ignoring you, it's a built-in stabilization mechanism. Imagine throwing a stone into a pond. The ripples don't appear instantly at the edge, they propagate outwards. Similarly, your shifts in identity, attention, and expectation send ripples through the field of possibility. Reality, with its inherent inertia, takes time to fully reflect these new vibrational patterns. This lag is often misinterpreted as failure, leading observers to revert to old patterns just as the new reality is about to break through. It's a critical testing ground, determining the true depth and consistency of your internal change. The universe needs proof of conviction, not just fleeting intention. This delay isn't a bug. It's a feature ensuring that massive, chaotic shifts don't occur with every passing thought. But how do you bridge this gap? How do you signal absolute conviction to the system? Next, we delve into the loop breaker. Semantic identity rewrites. To truly break free from the persistent loops, you need to perform semantic identity rewrites. This isn't just affirmations, it's about fundamentally altering the deep neurological and energetic definitions of who you believe you are. You rewrite the very language your subconscious uses to describe self. This involves identifying the core semantic patterns that keep you stuck. Phrases like, "I'm always unlucky," "I can't afford that," or "I'm not good enough." Then, with conscious intent, you systematically dismantle and replace these definitions with new, empowering truths. You don't just say them, you feel them, you embody them, you root them in your very essence. This process is akin to changing the operating system of your personal reality. It's about recognizing that your words and beliefs aren't just thoughts, they are programming commands that shape your experience. When the semantic definition of you changes, the reality rendered in alignment must inevitably follow. This rewrite targets the very foundation of your self-perception, dissolving the old anchors that held undesirable realities in place. Yet, even with these rewrites, many still find themselves trapped. This leads us to the echo chambers of possibility denial. Even after significant internal semantic rewrites, many find themselves caught in echo chambers of possibility denial. These aren't external traps. They are internal feedback loops where doubts, past failures, and the ingrained beliefs of others bounce around, reinforcing the idea that your new reality is impossible. It's as if your nascent redefined identity steps into a room filled with distorted mirrors, reflecting only the old, limited self. These chambers are maintained by subconscious filters and the gravitational pull of your former self-concept, which still holds energetic momentum. You hear the whispers of doubt, not from external critics, but from your own latent programming. This isn't about weak willpower, it's about the pervasive nature of deeply etched neural pathways and energetic patterns. Your internal environment, if not consciously purified, will constantly funnel you back to familiar, albeit undesirable, possibilities. It's a test of true conviction, not just surface-level desire. Breaking free requires not just rewriting the script, but consciously stepping out of these internal echo chambers. But what if the very things that seem contradictory hold the key to escape? Next, we explore paradox as a doorway. Symbols that short-circuit identity. Paradox isn't a problem to be solved. It's a doorway, a hidden mechanism designed to short-circuit rigid identities. When your logical mind encounters a concept that defies its current understanding of reality, a micro-collapse occurs. In that momentary suspension of disbelief, new possibilities can infiltrate. Symbols, in particular, hold immense power here. A mirror showing a different reflection, a locked door that opens into an unexpected vista, a repeating numerical sequence that hints at a hidden order. These aren't random. They are invitations, coded messages designed to rattle the stable construct of your existing identity. By embracing the tension of paradox, by allowing seemingly contradictory truths to coexist, you begin to fragment the solidified self. This creates space for quantum leaps, bypassing the linear processing that keeps you tethered to the familiar, limited self. Each paradox is a miniature identity collapse, making way for expansion. These symbolic short circuits are designed to gently dislodge you from predictable thought patterns, hinting at a reality far more fluid than you currently conceive. But what is the ultimate price of ignoring these signals, of refusing to observe beyond the familiar? Next, we uncover the unseen cost of not observing. The unseen cost of not observing, of clinging to the familiar perceptual loops, is far greater than mere missed opportunities. It's the slow, silent erosion of your true potential, the gradual crystallization of a reality that is only a fraction of what could be. You become a prisoner of your own unexamined filters. Every unheeded synchronicity, every ignored pattern, every dismissed feeling of déjà vu isn't just a lost moment. It's a reinforcement of your observer's inertia. The universe presents endless opportunities for recalibration, for shifting your lens, but if you consistently refuse to engage, those possibilities begin to recede, becoming less accessible. This cost manifests as a feeling of stagnation, of going through the motions, of dreams that always remain just out of reach. It's the burden of living a life dictated by an old, unrevised script, never knowing the vibrant reality that your fully awakened observation could render. The weight of reality feels inevitable, like gravity itself. The universe isn't holding back from you, Your own internal unobserving is holding you back from it, trapping you in a fixed perspective. But there is a way out, a moment of profound transformation. Next, we journey towards collapsing into the you that already exists. The true goal isn't to create a new you. It's to collapse into the you that already exists, fully formed, in the quantum field of infinite selves. This isn't an external quest. It's an internal unveiling, a stripping away of the layers of programmed identity that obscure your authentic, desired reality. This collapse is a recognition that the version of you who has your desires already exists, fully optimized in a parallel waveform. Your work is not to build that self, but to observe it into being, to tune your internal frequency to its existing resonance. It means letting go of the struggle to become. Instead, you lean into the feeling of already being that person, of already possessing those qualities, of having already achieved those desires. This isn't imagination. It's direct observation of a high-order reality. When your internal observer shifts to this state of already, the external world has no choice but to reflect it. This final collapse isn't an end. It's the beginning of a life lived from a place of radical authenticity and effortless manifestation. This brings us to the ultimate moment of influence. Next, we consider the final observation. The final observation isn't a single event. It's a profound, continuous act of conscious awareness that truly shapes your reality. It is the realization that your entire existence, every single detail, is a direct reflection of what you consistently observe, internally and externally. There is no escaping this mirror. Your world isn't happening to you. It's happening through you as a living testament to your perceptual filters, your core beliefs, and your focused attention. This truth liberates you from victimhood and elevates you to the role of creator. Every moment is a fresh canvas, every choice of focus, a brushstroke. This means taking radical responsibility for your inner landscape, understanding that the only true power you have lies in the disciplined direction of your observation. The external world will always align with the coherence of your internal vision. This is the ultimate mechanism, the fundamental law. The reality only resolves when the entire video is experienced. Your old self was not weak. It was a stabilizer keeping one version of reality alive. But who are you once the stabilizer is gone? This is the core of your new beginning. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. We'll see you in the next one.